Hello, Mr. Mays. Okay, I've got your watch here that you sent in. It's a beautiful piece. These are really cool. Especially you got these deep loom wells with the high polish marker tops. Silver, the slight maybe hit a grayish blue. I actually have one of these models. Here's mine. Mine, you'll notice the dial has patinaed down to this kind of like purpley color. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Yours is March 72, mine is December 71. Only a few months apart. I've kept this apart for a long time. Someday I'll do it. I mean, the loom is beautiful. The loom on yours is beautiful. So this should have an orange text 6119C movement with the flats with the flat-sided plates, which is exactly what it has. There it is. It's intact and complete. Yeah, you can see this. The stepping on the plates it's square edged. It's not beveled. One thing doesn't mean anything. One thing or the other. It's just something to look for. Yeah, your lower mainspring arbor port is terribly worn. If you look up here, you can look at see if you can actually see it. If you look at the reflection on this screw, that screw sits on top of the mainspring arbor, which is the axle that this barrel rotates on. The lower end is just a stainless steel arbor axle in the brass of the main plate, and it wears terribly. If you look, you can darn it, you can see that screw is moving. That's how badly it's worn. It's an oversight. We jewel it. We put jewels in the mainspring arbor top and bottom. It's a good looking watch. Your case back gasket is ancient. Good as plastic. In fact, I'd probably just break this if I wanted to try. It's not rubber anymore. A little bit of pitting here on this caseback seal right there. You're going to have a few other little pieces of it. Let me get rid of that. So I'm going to have a little bit of corrosion remediation in here to get this taken care of. I'll have to, that's a pretty deep pit. It goes all the way from one side to the other. I can, well, I mean, I'm going to put a new seal in here, and we're going to, obviously, I'm going to firm that down, but you're going to want to be a little careful with this thing getting exposure to water. The only way away from this would be for me to replace your case. And I do have these cases. Seiko used these cases fairly regularly. I don't know if I've got a really super good one, but Yeah, because I don't have a way to get in there. I mean, if I was a jeweler, you could go in there and laser weld this, and then you'd have to machine down the case in order to get rid of that pit. But I don't know. I'll see if I can come up with some options for you. Okay, well, I was super excited. I dug through all my stuff, and I found one case that was fantastic. Except I just looked at it closely. This is slightly older than this, and it has the old blister case back. The sealing surface is a different size, and it uses a different size crystal. So I can't use that one. And I found one of these. I was really digging, and it's not in terrible condition. And then I flipped it over, and I was like, oh, look at that rust. So all of that for not being able to give you the kind of answer I'd like to give you. I love this bracelet, by the way. Spidel Japan, made by Stellux. Really super cool. Well, okay, so the only real question mark is I've got that little bit of rust. All I can do is put in new gaskets and new seals. I can't do anything more than clean it up as best as possible, neutralize the rust, get rid of it, use a fresh new gasket, and really crank the case back down. That's what we're going to need to do. Besides that, it needs service and the mainspring arbor jewels. I don't know that it needs anything else. The movement looks good. The loom looks good. With the service, it'll be great. Okay,